Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas and welcome back to Blind Boys Politics, y'all.
Very special Blind Boys Politics because it's Questmas, the most favorite holiday of the year.
I
Nick Rod's eyes.
I love Christmas. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. I said it on the Monday show from this week. I love Christmas. I'm a huge fan of it. And yeah, I'd have to say it's my favorite holiday. What about you, Chris?
My favorite holiday is every Friday at 5 o'clock.
Love that.
Toasty Thursday is always a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Tuesday is always a good one. But if we're being serious, I think either Christmas or Treat Yourself Day is my favorite
Treat
holiday.
yourself.
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, October 13th is Treat Yourself Day. It's from the NBC show Parks and Rec. I love that show, and every year I celebrate Treat Yourself. And the whole purpose of it is to buy something for yourself that you normally wouldn't buy for yourself, or something that you do for yourself. Like, they usually get pedicures and go out and buy something at the mall. Mine usually go to a nice restaurant.
All right, I might have to start celebrating that.
One year I went to Apple and bought myself the Apple Watch.
Oh, there you go.
Something I totally wouldn't buy on any normal day, but, treat yourself.
Yeah, I like that. I might have to start celebrating that.
And the best part is when you celebrate with someone else, because then you can scream, tweet yourself! But Tweet Yourself Day and Christmas, my fave.
I love Christmas. It's the one time of year when we actually get into the real winter time, the actual winter time, and it takes all the gloom away from the winter. It actually seems like a decent time instead of darkness and sadness and cold.
The only thing I like about Christmas is spoiling my family and friends. That's the only part I like.
I get to give my family legitimate gifts this year, which I'm really excited about, because an old family tradition of mine is that when it comes to the siblings, when we get each other gifts and when we get our parents gifts, it was always we just go to, say, the Dollar Tree or something like that and just get candy and stuff for them, or candles for the parents, or whatever. Just small little things like that, small little cheap things. But then as each sibling grew older, I'm the youngest of four, for those that don't know. As each sibling got older and left the house, obviously they started buying actual gifts and stuff for everyone. And so this year I got to make gifts, and I'm really excited.
See, I'm an only child. I'm a very special only child. I've always bought my parents legitimate gifts, just with not my money. So, me and my mom she would ask me, what do you want to get your dad for Christmas? And I would give her a couple ideas, and then me and her would pick something. We would go pick it up. I would hide it in my room. I would wrap it myself, put it under the tree, and same thing with my dad. But now that I've gotten older and apparently I have my own job so I can spend my own money on gifts, blah, 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 blah. I go out with my grandmother and buy the gifts. And the other one really doesn't know. They kind of know what it is, but they don't really know what it is. So now it's kind of like I've grown up, so I have to come up with the gifts myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then get the gifts myself, spend my own money, and then put it under the tree.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different, but I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years. And I must say, I'm a really good gift giver. So, Nick, you better be warned.
Got it. Since this is coming out on Christmas, not that any of my family listens to this, I don't think, but
they don't love you enough.
This year, I said I was making everyone in my family their gifts from me. Well, I'm making cocoa jars.
And you didn't make me one, you asshole.
I'm sorry. But I think making things like that, making cocoa jars or cookie jars, stuff like that, making those types of things. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you essentially just put the dry ingredients of whatever you want to give the person. So like with the cocoa jar, you put the cocoa powder, you put the chocolate chips, you put the marshmallows, put the cap on the jar, attach the instructions, and then, there you go. Voila. But it looks nice. It looks cute, and it's a good gift, and I like it. And I think I might make those my specialty
I didn't get me one.
next year.
Mm-hmm.
He's bitter about this, guys. He's been moping about it.
Mm-hmm. And since I'm the world's greatest son in the world, I bought my mom some stuff and my dad some stuff.
There you go.
But, we won't talk about the presents I buy Nick all the time with my presents being around him, but yeah, he can't make me a cocoa jar. I think that my presence in Nick's life is a present to him, but yet he can't make me a cocoa jar.
Oh yeah, your presence is always a gift until you want to murder me. Until you want to murder me.
This is the day of Christmas, Nick. I would never think to do that.
Uh-huh. Sure.
But, Nick, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite Christmas memory from the age of birth to the old age you are now?
The age of birth. So I could go with a lot. I have a lot of old Christmas memories. My first time skiing and stuff like that. But one thing I've always loved, and it's again like a tradition, is every year we'd pick a sibling to wear a Santa hat that we've just kept around for years. I don't know if we actually have it now. But someone would wear the Santa hat and act as Santa and give all the gifts out. And, it was always just fun because it was always one of the siblings. It wasn't like any of the parents or anything. It was just the siblings would act as Santa and hand out all the gifts. And it was, for some reason, fun. And I think I've only done it once in my life.
How did that work out? There's 4 of you and you've been on this for 17 years.
I had an elf assistant the one time so that I could hand it out, hand them out to the right people.
Oh, just reach under the tree. Oh, that sounds like a gift for you, Mom. Ooh, an Xbox. What you've always wanted.
Yeah, so I had an elf assistant for that. But I always let my siblings take that job because of that very reason. But
so you're telling me that's how people do it in their households? I'm an only child, so I've always wondered how that was done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not the only family. We're probably not the only family to do it like that. I don't know if there are a lot of people that do it like that, but it's how we do it, and it's always been fun.
I always just sat on the floor and would reach under the tree and just give them the presents because it was just me and my dad. No, that's not correct. It's just me, my mom, and dad.
Yeah.
So it was just always me.
Right.
And I always wondered, how did that work out? Because I'm sure there would always be fighting over who goes under the tree.
Yeah, no, we just delegate someone to Santa. And we even do it now after, I'm the only kid still at home.
You're the baby of the family.
I am, yeah. Yeah.
The little baby.
The little baby. But
baby no. Nick.
So we still do it to this day, even with all my other siblings moved out, and we're all...
You have to.
We're all becoming adults.
Christmas opening presents is very serious business.
I agree.
There is no room for misbehaving.
Yeah. But that's
very serious business.
That's my memory. Not anything too specific, but just an old tradition that I've always appreciated. What about you, Chris? You have to have a favorite story, I'm sure.
Well, my favorite Christmas memory is more of a gift than it was Nick's beautiful tradition. Mine's going to sound terrible compared to his, but So one year, my entire family, and I mean my entire family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, all of them were in on this. I was the only one that didn't know about this. My parents surprised me to a trip to Disney. So everyone was in on this. So everyone gave me presents related to Disney. And it was almost like I had to put the puzzle together. Because what happened was that my parents wrapped a suitcase, and then inside of the suitcase, there was another present, which I didn't know this because I just opened the suitcase and I was like, oh, sweet, I got a nice new suitcase. So when I go to camp, I have a nice new suitcase. That was the end of that. So then we moved on to the next gift, and someone gave me a Disney t-shirt. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but thank you. And just kept on going. And then my mom goes, wait, what's that in the suitcase? And I opened it up, and it's the bands. Because when you go to Disney, you get these special bands to get into the park.
Yeah.
And myself, not even thinking, I was like, why are you giving me these? And then it clicked in my head, and I screamed, we're going to Disney!
That's awesome. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've never had an experience like that. Wow.
It was, you know,
Wow.
everyone was in on it. Everyone knew. I'm surprised, honest to God, that someone didn't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, right.
Because it wasn't like just the two of them. The entire family was this. And I remember the month of December, they kept on dropping me off at my grandmother's saying they were going Christmas shopping. And I thought, you know, that's really weird because they've never done this before.
Hmm.
Why is this a thing now?
Yeah.
Well, they were meeting with a travel agent. And, you know, as soon as I realized we were going to Disney, the entire story, all the whoopsies that was made along the way all clicked in my head. But that was definitely the best present I've ever gotten, best memory ever. We flew out the very next day.
Oh, wow.
So Christmas Day turned into from, you know, I was told we're having the dinner with the family. No, what happened was we opened that. Everyone gave us our presents. It was like, okay, good luck. And then we just went and packed. We were up at 4 a.m. the next morning, flew to Disney, and we didn't come home until after New Year's.
That's so cool, though. That's
Best
a
present ever.
ridiculously awesome gift.
Best present ever.
Damn.
Never will forget it.
Oh no, I'm sure you will.
And I would love to do the same thing for my family one day, because experiencing Disney and Christmas time,
Magical.
there's nothing like it.
I bet. You know, Disney World and Disneyland, you know, both of them alone, you know, on a normal day, not around the holidays, is usually an insane experience for someone. So I'm sure around, you know, Christmas time and the holidays, it's a whole other level of insanity and just amazingness.
The fireworks
That's the
display Christmas Eve above the castle, because everyone knows the fireworks above the castle are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the fireworks above the castle Christmas Eve. The fireworks for New Year's Eve, unfreaking believable. Like, they had Disney characters shaped in the
that's so
fireworks.
cool.
I don't know how they did it, but however they did it, best thing in the freaking world.
That's so cool. But so those are our stories. They're, you know, I love your story, Chris.
I love yours, Nick. Now I understand how people with siblings do Christmas morning, because it sounds stupid, but I have always wondered how that worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really fun time for us.
Because I could honestly imagine World War III breaking out.
Yeah, so can I. Depending on the siblings, depending on the family.
Depending on the rivalry in the siblings.
Yeah, exactly. But moving on from stories, Chris, we get musical on this show sometimes, you know.
Broad Street
at its finest. So I have to ask you, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Jingle Bell Rock, hands down.
Yeah.
Yours too?
I definitely have to say so. It's the only Christmas song that I can listen to without being annoyed and actually sing along with too. Like the a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, went into a candy shop to get some fudge, and I kid you not, I don't know why they did this, but they had Jingle Bell Rock on repeat. And I was completely okay with it. I sang through it, I think, twice while I was in there. It was great.
Well, can I be completely honest with you?
Hmm.
You know those stuffed animals that you press the paw or whatever
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it will
yeah.
make noise? I have one of those that sings Jingle Bell Rock.
Hmm.
And that thing is on my dresser 365 days a year. And it's fully decorated at Christmas.
That's awesome.
That's the only Christmas decoration that is out 365 days a year. I don't know why, but I've never wanted to put it away.
My second favorite, thinking about it now, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I love that one. It makes me laugh every time. It's just like a silly little song to listen to and have a laugh to. I've always loved it.
Well, I've always loved, if we're thinking laughing songs, the 12 Days of Redneck Christmas.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you're talking about. I love that one too.
Maybe our beautiful editor could just put a little clip in right here.
We'll try.
If not, if you haven't heard this song, link will be down in the description. Because if you haven't heard this song, you need to listen
You need
to it.
to. It's
You'll
amazing.
laugh so hard.
There are a lot of variations of the 12 Days of Christmas song that make it so enjoyable. And
But I think this might be one of my favorites.
the redneck one is definitely up there. No doubt about it. But
Nick, it's time. The dreaded time to get into stimulus. Or no, we're not doing that, are we?
No, we're not.
No.
Not today.
Well, I'm sorry, Nick. I guess we aren't talking stimulus. That was just like my head was just caught in a
A bit of a fuzz.
Yeah. We're actually doing a whole episode surrounded around good news.
Christmas related.
Ooh.
It's doubly special.
We figured, you know what? It's Christmas. No one wants to hear news. Let's just give some good news, some great news for Christmas.
I like Christmas.
And the first news story is about a 65-year-old grandmother working at McDonald's gets the amazing gift from Secret Santa. It was just like any other day at work for her until a reporter that is well known in their area of Idaho for being the Secret Santa delivery man. Every morning, her and her husband Cameron, that is disabled by a back injury, deliver 150 newspapers in their Dodge Caravan with over 240,000 miles in it. And Secret Santa gave her a 2019 Honda Tuscan. Inside was a $5,000 gas card and a $1,000 check to cover the car's registration. So Secret Santa is hard at work delivering new cars for the 65-year-old grandmother so she can get in more of a reliable car.
We have some amazing Secret Santas. You know, we had the one from our good news story a few episodes back delivering, just giving money to essential workers. And now this one giving this card to this, to this couple.
Secret Santa's the best.
Secret Santas are going above and beyond. But
Nick, what good news story do you have for us?
So next, we have a story of a woman in Michigan who got a special gift from Bill Gates. She had sent 95 personalized gifts over the years to complete strangers. She ended up getting word that she had a package coming in that was 81 pounds, and it was overnight shipping. When she arrived at FedEx, they had said that it was from Bill Gates. They had been waiting for her, and the package was so large that it wouldn't even fit in her car. When she did finally open it, it was her very own personalized package. It had stuff she loved, like Star Wars books, outdoor stuff, and also toys for her cats. And then she got one more gift from Bill Gates, and that was that he made a donation in her family's name to the American Heart Association. And this came just 10 days after her mother had passed away from heart disease.
That's a great good news story. Bill Gates, he went above beyond. He did some investigation about this woman and sent her a care package, because like Nick said, she over the years have bought over 95 presents for people that were total strangers to her that she didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Then him finding this out and paying it forward, it's just showing how people with wealth, they really can be generous, really can be loving at times
Absolutely.
like this.
They're not always up in the
monsters.
clouds. Yeah.
But this good news story is for everyone that might be worried. Santa came last night. If you're worried about him getting COVID-19, there is no reason to worry, okay? Dr. Fauci said publicly that he went to the North Pole, he vaccinated Santa and Mrs. Claus, so they were safe to deliver all their Christmas packages, go to everyone's house. He's safe, you're safe, you don't have to worry about Santa. Him and the elves are perfect. They are safe, and they are now, rumor has it, resting at the North Pole, getting ready for next year already.
So that's just a nice little story, just for the children worrying and hoping that Santa is okay.
Excuse me?
What?
The children worrying? I was worried about Santa Claus too.
Well, sorry.
Me and him have a special connection now. It's not my fault that he's put you on the naughty list 3 years in a row.
I don't blame him.
I am a good boy, so I haven't.
Uh-huh. No, but, for anyone
At least
worried
that's
about...
what I've told him.
Yeah. For anyone worried about Santa and his elves and all his team, just a nice little comfort knowing that he's okay and the team's okay.
Well, Nick, can you please tell me your final good news story?
Yeah, so this is just a nice little short, cute, funny one. A woman in Australia had gotten her Christmas tree and brought it in the house. And a few days later, she was looking at it and she noticed something. A koala had actually made its way into the house and nestled itself in the branches of the tree.
Koalas are so cute.
Yeah, it was just hanging there. She took pictures of it, posted it online.
That's my dream, to hold a koala.
I don't blame you. I would love to. But she ended up calling like a national animal rescue group, and they came and got it, and they put it in the forest, and it immediately climbed a tree. So, just a nice little cute story.
Had enough of humans for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that story. I think, this was really nice to have Christmas Day. Just good news, positive news stories. And you know what? We should consider doing this more often.
I definitely love this. I definitely enjoy just getting some good news out there, not having to worry about any of the negativity that we might see in other areas of news. And I don't know, it's nice.
I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, or had a very Merry Christmas, depending on when you're listening to this. But we will be back here Monday morning for your total catch-up from what has happened over the holiday weekend. And of course, Wednesday we'll be back with Dumb Laws. But until then, make sure you follow us on all make sure you follow us on all social medias. The links are, of course, down in the show notes down below. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you guys.
Merry Christmas.